We're up to step 3, express shared values. We started this learning about the CLEAR framework with step 1, the C, we calmed emotions. We moved to step 2, look for small agreements. And now we're up to express shared values. The difference between L and E, step 2 and step 3, is L opened the door because we focused on practical issues that we can solve. And now we're moving to a broader context. Values, beliefs, principles. We're moving from, really slowly in the beginning, moving from that reactive brain to a thinking brain. And this is the switching point to really change that to the thinking brain. Okay, that sets us up to move to the thinking brain. Or we're moving from adversarial, where we're battling positions, to cooperative, being more problem-solving in nature. Let me share a little story. After 15 years of practice in 2017, I took a formal mediation training. Now, I've been doing mediation techniques in quotes because I didn't really know the techniques since I was a child. My family had some problems. I was the one that tried to de-escalate things. And then when I was thinking about what I can do for a living, I did the same thing for clients, de-escalating clients. But when I went to court, I saw some really good judges and I got involved in my practice with some mediations. And I saw how good some mediators were. I had a case where these people were fighting like tooth and nail. The judge looked at me and says, mediation. I was like, Judge, this is not going to settle in mediation. He's like, Mr. Shapiro, I said mediation. Okay, so that meant we went to mediation. And this mediator resolved everything. So I was like, I couldn't believe it. So I had to learn the techniques. The only problem was the mediation training I took was on 2 weekends in a row, all day. I think it was like 8 a.m. to 5. And I had to give up 2 weekends in a row. And I was like, oh my God, I'm going to have to give up a Friday. I have to come early. But it was a lot of money, a lot of time. So I came fully invested. And they started the training on Saturday morning with an exercise. It was a role play. And I was super present because I'm like, nothing's going to get by me. I've been practicing. I've been doing this. I am ready. And at the end of that exercise, they gave me the Mediation Genius Award, which was so fun, so exciting, because it made me realize that I had the natural ability to be a mediator. And now I'm going to learn all these techniques. Doesn't mean I am a master mediator. It's almost like winning like a local tennis tournament. Doesn't mean you're actually a really good tennis player. It just means maybe the competition wasn't so fierce. All right. But the idea is I want you to bring that same level of focus to what I'm going to teach you now. And let's put on our lawyer hat. Let's take a moment. Let's put our lawyer hat on. We're going to move from emotional. We're going to be tactical. I'm going to put you in that situation where they're asking for 50-50. But we're not going to be defensive. We're not going to be defensive. We're going to think like the lawyer. And the other side didn't spend so much time with the children. They invested more time in their job. And we think, we already know that when someone asks for 50-50 and it might not really be about the children, it could be about money, it could be about control. And if we respond with a position like, this is ridiculous, that's just going to escalate things, that's just going to battle. And we don't want that. We don't want that for yourself. We don't want that for your children. We don't want you to have a divorce that overtax your budget, your time, your energy, your money, your emotion. So instead, we're going to do E. We're going to express shared values. We could say we both want meaningful time with the children. If it's financial in nature, we both want to feel financially secure. See how we're trying to show we're on the same sides? And when you start a divorce action, unfortunately, it's the same court as commercial cases. There's a caption, there's a plaintiff and a defendant. It's you versus your spouse. Why do they do this for family matters? Family matters are different. It should really be in the matter of this family. Let's put everyone on the same side dealing with a problem and having the judge guide people to their better selves. We all have two sides. We have a side that, is like negative, could act out, and a side that's our better side, that is responsible, that's civil. We all have that inside of us. And good judges, good attorneys good coaches, mentors, podcasts, books. It helps us grow the other side, especially when we're in this reactive side. Okay, so let's talk about some objections. The objections you're probably thinking is, why me? Why do I have to do this? Well, listen, you want to have a divorce where you're not overextended, that can be a little bit easier on yourself, your children, not going to overtax your budget. The answer is not getting a more aggressive attorney. The answer is becoming a better leader of your own divorce. And how you're dealing with these, moments, these settlement talks in court, how you're dealing with these major moments in your divorce are really important. Are really, really important. And this is the start of playing these big moments better. Okay? You have to understand that being defensive is not persuasion. That's just being reactive. This is persuasion. So what's my core message to you? Move away from battling positions. Try to show them you're on the same side. All right, let's do an action step. We did the C, we calmed emotion. This is a difficult time for us. Calming emotions, something that's just going to calm their emotions. L, we're looking for small agreements. If it's a 50-50 demand, hey, maybe we can share holidays 50-50. Let's talk about that and spend time on that, because then you can get a better relationship, or hopefully a better relationship. And then E, your shared values. You're moving to show them you're on the same side. If it's about the children, hey, we both want meaningful time with the kids. We both want the kids to thrive. Right? That's it. That's where we're going. And now that we did all this pre-work, we're moving into problem solving. Notice we didn't even start problem solving until step 4, and that's what we're going to discuss next episode. That's the A, ask, don't demand. I'm Corey Shapiro. Let's step forward with clarity together.
This podcast offers general information only. It cannot replace legal advice. If you need tailored advice, contact an attorney licensed to practice in your area.